summer. I'm going to start with just going off the top of my head. There was a kid named Tim. He's a senior quarterback at a local Catholic school here in Brevard County. And Tim came in just the captain of the football team, good body on him, had a great attitude. And the neat thing about him was that we essentially considered him at his peak. So when he came in, he had a 24-inch vertical jump off the top of my head, ran about a 4.9, 40-yard dash. And these were numbers that we verified with electronic data, we verified with good testing equipment. So it's real tough to cheat on this thing. So we trained Tim in a specific manner. It was neat because Joe tapped into what he needed to be pushed more. And it's not something we typically would have done in our program. But on sets, we'd extend his sets, but we'd push him beyond his limits that we never would consider as strength and conditioning coaches. But he was one of the few guys that Joe said, you can do this to this guy and he's going to excel. Well, towards the end of the summer, he was jumping, I believe, 33.5 inches. It was just a ridiculous amount. He said almost every single record we had in this facility. He broke a pro shuttle record, which had been a record for 6 years. He ran a 4.18 second pro shuttle. He ran a 4.6 or 4.7 40-yard dash. So those were just unheard of numbers. He was a guy that essentially, we can't do that with a strength and conditioning program. The best results we've seen over the years, and we've been collecting data for a long time, is a 5 to 10% performance gain over 10 to 12 weeks. So those numbers were off the charts. We had another kid, Tyler, another quarterback, who he's in Minnesota. He's playing at a community college, but he didn't play football his last year in high school. Tyler was just a really good kid, a kid that you really pushed for. Came from, and we never really tapped into this, but probably came from a tough childhood, tough family, but was a kid that was always here, was always willing to work. And when Joe had, I think Joe had a session with him, and Tyler came in a totally different man. He was more confident. He was gung-ho about going to Minnesota to walk onto a football team. Had pretty good performance numbers in here, but left a completely different kid. He came in just a real scared, real timid, unsure of himself athlete, and he made a huge jump, left home, moved away, went to Minnesota, or went there early, got a job, made the varsity football team, and we're just real proud of him.